of course, every company has its liabilities. What are the biggest risks for Alibaba? Rett?
Well, it seems to us that the suspension of disbelief that investors have to put forward here is that they're not really buying the capital stock of the company. This looks a lot like the old tracking stocks that General Motors and other companies like that used, where you have a contractual agreement that is linked to the results of the company, but you don't own the company itself. And this company does operate in the People's Republic of China that has a different philosophy about contract law and other things like that than the United States does. It seems to us at the moment that investors have assumed this away, and that's something obviously that's a very big assumption.
Sticking with kind of the element that this is a foreign company, China, any concerns about transparency, the ability to decipher its financials?
Well, again, the transparency wasn't terrific. I mean, we, for example, were not able to model this company, which has only happened one other time when we looked at the Sabre IPO. So there wasn't enough granular detail put forth about this company because it's so big and so complex. As we heard, Taobao and Tmall are totally different operating structures. They function very differently. So it nets to a very large, very fast-growing, very profitable thing. But you can't really tell how the pieces work. Now, like we were saying, it's one thing to be able to look at the engine and see how it works. It's another thing to see the car going 250 miles an hour on the track, right? So again, investors, I think, like the performance of the car on the track, and it's, by the way, a good-looking car, right? And so we may come to a place later, as we were talking about in the aftermarket, next year or the year after, what will the growth characteristics be? I think then investors are going to want to climb into the engine and see how this thing works. But for today, boy, are they loving this car.